I mean, yeah. Also, the shots didn't, fall into my mouth either. So, you know.
Hello, and welcome to Spooky Sips, where we put our love of horror movies into a podcast and sip some spirits along the way. I'm one of your hosts, Ivette, here with my co-hosts, Laura and Brianna.
Hello.
Happy October, sippers.
Yes.
Happy October.
Spooky season.
Spooky season.
Here we go.
All right, we're kicking it off. We're doing it right. We are starting with the 1954 film, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes.
Nothing like a black and white movie to start spooky season,
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like that just does the vibe right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the creature's so cute.
Oh my gosh, the little fish face with his little...
He's just a little fish guy.
Like, there's this one part in the movie where he's like under this little grate and he's just like peeping up and he's so cute. I love
just
it.
his little fish mouth opening and closing is so cute.
I mean, he's so scary.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So spooky.
Okay, so I don't even know what this movie is about, but it's just scientists and a creature, and they want to catch him because they see body parts, and they're like, "Is this a new creature or an old creature?"
Mm-hmm.
And all these scientists that have like, they all have conflicting opinions about how to do science right.
Yeah,
And then there's a girl. There's a girl on the team,
There sure is.
and they go. I think do they ever specify, or is it just South America? Like, do they ever?
They say it's the Amazon.
Oh, okay, the Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to explore, and we see a lot of tiny little swimsuits, and that's the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And speaking of the girl in it, how gorgeous was she?
Yeah.
Oh
Her
my
hair, the
Oh my God,
entire
her
movie was like literal perfection. Honestly, all of their hairs, like the
All
whole
of their-
movie.
Yes.
I was like, excuse me, if I was in the humidity of the Amazon,
I know.
I would look like shit.
No,
I know.
exactly. My hair would be just full frizz ball.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Full frizz ball.
Yeah. What the movie so the movie came out right like the 50s.
Mhm.
This movie's like pretty I don't know, ahead when it comes to like science. Like they start by basically talking about evolution.
Yeah,
Like
they do.
They kind of start with like the world being created.
Yeah,
It's like that's the beginning of the movie.
right.
Some of how they said it was created was a little weird.
Yeah, they
First, it was in the beginning, God created. And then they show this newly formed earth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a white marble,
Yeah.
like a plain
Right.
white ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's really
No.
how
No.
people
But they
would
do
say.
like talk about evolution. Like they talk about
Yeah.
like
I mean, they don't
fish
have the
going onto
technology to
land,
show things
going into
like we do now.
Yeah, like
Right.
I don't know. I thought it was like right from the start. I was kind of like, you know what? They acknowledge.
That's true.
know.
Because yes, then they do. Then they do get into like the creatures and how they're like how they come from,
Because they
earlier life forms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they find this like hand, this like
Yeah. So then we get to like
It's
a
like
group of
hand.
scientists, and they're like digging, and they find this claw because they're
It's like giant
mhm.
claw, webbed
Yes.
claw.
Yes. And I think it's like
so they're like, well, we got to figure this out. We got to call like some doctor, scientist guy. And so
mhm.
they go to the one goes to find them, and he tells the little workers, he's like, you guys stay here.
Mhm.
Make sure someone's in this camp at all time to guard this like hand. But as he
Yes.
leaves, they're like near a lagoon, and we see bubbles coming up from the lagoon, and this webby hand like coming out of the lagoon, like I'm gonna get you slowly.
And I just have to say, I love the music
Oh yeah.
in this, like
Mhm.
just the old school, like spooky music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Also, it just looked really good.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. To me, I'm like, oh, it's an older movie. It's probably gonna be, like whatever. And it's like, no, it looked really
like it wasn't
nice.
grainy. Like the even the water images were
Yeah.
so good.
Oh my gosh. The way they shot the water was so cool. Like
I know.
that, like again, going back to practical, like it looks
Right.
so good now.
Yeah.
Like compared to some weird CGI, like whatever, like
Totally.
this movie actually looks really good.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're trying to find. Then they get the scientist guy, and they're trying to figure out. I think they had a picture. They had a picture of the hand, and so they're trying to figure out like what this is from. And the one main scientist, he's like, I think this is from the Devonian age. Mm-hmm. And that was what I just looked up right as we were starting to record.
Oh, okay.
Like, is
nice.
that a real thing, the Devonian age?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
nice.
it sounds legit.
It sounds right.
And it was okay, wait, hold on, where to go? It was the period was from 419 to about 558 MYA, which what does MYA stand for?
MYA.
Million years ago? Million years ago.
Nice.
419 to 358 million years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was known for having like some of the first animals, like mainly arthropods.
You're an anthropod.
That is so sweet.
I feel like they actually tried to do some research for this movie because I feel like then they're talking about like that fish at some point, right? That like almost developed lungs, but then like failed.
Oh, that
so, like,
was a cool conversation.
And I remember looking that up, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a real fish. Like I think
because they were talking about the very fish that were like in the tank behind them.
Yeah.
And that was a cool conversation.
Yeah. Yes. Because that's like when they're trying to figure out like because I think he was like, oh, I need other researchers to help me dig this. So like, but it's like this is when like you get all the little scientists coming together and trying to figure out how they're going to do this.
This is when I wrote down then going on an expedition.
Yes.
Well, because this was I wrote down because they're talking about who's going to go, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, the one guy is like, I can't remember the girl's name.
K.
Like that K is going to come. And he just looks at him and he's like, bringing a woman to in unexplored territory? Like, what? Like that was the most unreasonable thing he had ever heard. Like,
yeah,
you can do a lot of things, but you can't bring a woman to unexplored territory. Like,
oh my gosh.
I was
How's she gonna survive?
It is still the 50s.
Yes. But I love that it was like, because she is also like a researcher.
Yes.
Yeah. And they have like, this is jumping ahead, but like there is like a really great scene where she's talking to one of the other guys, and because one of them is like funding all of this.
Yeah,
like there's kind of the one guy that's like kind of in charge because he has the money, and she's like talking to the guy, and like he's like, you know, he built this off of your guys' work. Like this is like you guys are also contributing to this. Like it was like obviously it was the 50s, but like honestly, again.
No, I agree.
Empowering and kind of like forward thinking and
no, it totally was because like I think the guy that was saying that he was the one that was
the like
kind of the jerk. Like he was the one. Yeah, everyone else was like, "What are you? Of course she's coming. Get out of here!" Like, I agree. Yeah,
I wrote down when I was like trying to describe them. The one blonde dude is kind of a cranky jerk.
That's a good way to describe it.
So that's how I describe that guy, Mark.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut this part out because it has nothing to do with this movie. Maybe we'll interweave it into our last one. But you guys, I just like moved my desk chair and my foot ran over something crunchy, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And you guys, it's a piece of a ramen noodle. I'm not kidding.
Oh, perfect.
Now, how long ago did you have ramen?
I don't remember the last time I had ramen.
Okay, now the fact that it's crunchy, was it never cooked? Or
no, it looks like it has soy sauce
and then
it's dark.
So it re-dried.
Okay.
It's a soy sauce. I'm going to take a picture of it next to my microphone.
Yeah, to get a picture of that.
All right. Well, I'll interweave that into the last episode.
No, you have to.
Amazing. Okay. Anyways.
Okay, so after they decide they're going on their expedition,
yes,
and then we cut back to the jungle where we see the creature is slowly, and this is like it's such a classic like 50s like style horror. Like we see the creature slowly reaching into the tent of the men that stayed back at camp, and then I wrote hand to face attack because I think he just put his giant.
Just grabs him.
Creature hand on the dude's face, and we get our first and second death.
Yeah.
movie.
right at the start.
Yeah,
Swift.
Mm-hmm.
pretty quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't remember. It was like Carlos's men, like.
Yeah, because he had told him like stay behind.
Right.
So it's just like the two guys.
Two worker guys. Yeah.
So the rest of the group arrives, right?
Yeah, after the Mark, the blonde man, he was just complaining about the conditions on the boat. He's like, "This isn't up to my shit." I was like, "Get out of here, you priss!"
I know, right?
You're going to like discover uncharted territories. Like, you're not going to have like the luxury first class peanuts and cocktails. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they get to the camp and they find the dead men, and they think like it's a jaguar or something.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it must have been like an animal or something.
Right. Because I mean, of course you would think that. Like, you wouldn't think like,
well, clearly there must have been
the Black Lagoon. You would assume, like, right.
But as they're talking, like, you see that Kay was like near the water or something, and like the creature's like reaching for her, and then she just happens to walk away. It's a near miss.
They
she
like call her
to
over.
walk away.
I love that.
Yeah,
it was very good.
I love that.
So like, I mean, freaked out, but they're like, I mean, they're scientists. They gotta stick around.
They gotta see what's going on.
So they decide to do the dig. So they're like digging, doing the thing.
I must say, they sure didn't seem to be digging very carefully.
No,
they were just like hacking at the dirt. I was like, you guys are gonna break the bones or the fossils.
Right, like if there's something in there, you're gonna ruin it. Like,
no, they were not being very careful.
No. I know.
So I think we're supposed to assume that they've been there for like a while, like
8 days.
Okay,
is what I
8
wrote
days.
Down.
Yeah. So it's been like 8 days, and they're digging, and at this point, they're like, "There's nothing here. Like whatever this was, like there's nothing here." So they come to the conclusion that, based on like where it was, like it could have been that the river took the remains or the other fossils down somewhere, because they learned that there is a lagoon that follows this river that they're on.
So they think it could end up in the lagoon, just like some other like rocks and minerals have done.
But this is where the captain of the ship that's been bringing them says like, "Oh, yes, we could go there. Except, super fun story, no one who goes there leaves."
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
I love the like campfire,
I know,
like story of just like, oh, people go there, but they don't come back, and they're just like, okay, we're just gonna go.
But they're scientists, damn it, they're gonna go.
They're gonna go, and they're gonna go with a woman.
Of course, yes, still there, still a woman,
still woman.
So as they're like going, there's like a bit of a love triangle we see, because clearly, so two of the men, one is Mark, who's the cranky jerk, and then one is David.
That sounds right.
So both Mark and David are clearly into Kay, but Kay is with David, and she's not having any of Mark's shit. She's like, look, you can like me all you want. I'm with my boyfriend, and I'm into him. Like, get over it. But of course, Mark is going to get his butt hurt about that.
Yup. So they squeeze their way into the lagoon. I feel like they're like, there's like a really tight spot that they have to like literally kind of squeeze through to get there.
Right.
But they get there, and the two guys go like explore, right?
Oh yeah, and what did they call it? They didn't call it scuba gear. They called it like, there was a interesting like old timey like term they were using for like their scuba gear. Their scuba tanks. It was like water lungs or something.
Oh yeah, aqua lungs.
Aqua lungs.
Oh, okay. And it's amazing. Like gear. Like it's so cool, because it's like, what is this?
So old school. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they get their gear down. And like we've gotten it now multiple times in the movie. They mention how it's like they go down and they have to stop at a certain point, and so you get the bubbles, and then you get to see them come up, and like it's like you just know at one point there's not going to be two bubbles or something. Like,
going to happen.
They do it so many times where it's like, yep, it's really important. They stop.
Well, because they explain, because that's a real thing, like with diving. It's like, otherwise you get it's called like the bends or whatever, where like if you go up too fast, you basically like, I think the nitrogen or oxygen or something like ends up poisoning your blood or something, like, and makes you go crazy.
Yeah. So they're like, the further down they go, like the more they have to stop, and we get to hear that.
Let themselves reacclimate to the pressure and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so at this point, I'm forgetting. I know they go down. What did they see the first time? Do you guys remember?
I think we see the creature.
Yeah,
they don't.
Not the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
David does bring Kay back a really ugly plant that she finds very romantic.
Yeah. Yes, because they're collecting dirt samples first because they're like, if we can date it to where the other fossil was found, then we know that it actually might be down here. So they're just getting samples, and he gets some ugly plant.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she goes swimming.
Yes. Which, like, girl.
And I love this scene. Like the way that it's shot underneath her.
Yeah. Yes. And
is amazing.
Like, am I alone in thinking like this had to have been the inspiration for Jaws?
Oh, immediately. I mean, her swimming up top and then the creature like swimming like below her and like 100%. That had to be the inspiration.
I loved it.
And again, the music, it's like I love the way that it unfolds with just the very simple, like the music and the camera angles and the shadowing. Like it's all very like building on itself, the spookiness.
Yeah.
And I was also getting like when because she's swimming in like, so the creature starts like swimming alongside her.
Right. Yeah. Really close.
And I'm thinking like, oh, he's in love with her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he was trying to attack her. Like, I think he's very intrigued.
Yeah, he was like curious. Like you could tell that he would kind of go to do like a little like, no,
this pretty thing?
And then kind of like grazed her leg, and then I was like, oh God.
Yep.
I also, at this point is when I noted how much I like both love and hated the creature suit. Like, it was so bad and so obviously just a man in a suit with some spikes on the back.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't know, it was supposed to be like a man like sea creature kind of thing, right? So it was kind of, I don't know, it was like,
but you know what?
It works.
Like, I think like I want to like ask older people, like I want to know how it was watching it then. Like in the 50s when it came out. Like, was it scary then? Because like I watched things from the 90s that I thought were scary at the time when I was younger, and I'm now like, oh my God, that's so cheesy and stupid. Like I wonder if the creatures felt scary then at the time.
Right. I wonder.
Or if it felt a little cheesy. Like, you know, I wonder.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah,
I mean, once you see his
any grandparents listening, any grand sippers out there,
yes.
I mean, I feel like once you see his face, like it's silly.
He's cute.
No, I mean he's
I love him.
So eventually she goes back to the boat. I think what the captain like sees her and he's like, whoa, you're swimming way too far. So he like goes, she gets on the boat, and then they run their net or something.
Yes.
Snags on something.
Yes. And they have a net that's just kind of out there to see if anything catches, and it starts to pull on the boat.
There's
like
something in it.
Seriously.
Yep.
Super heavy. And they're like, oh my God.
Yep.
And they're all yelling at each other.
And they pull it up, and it's just a giant hole and one like claw, right? Or something in there.
Yep. Like a claw, like fingernail.
Yeah. And they're like, there's no way that something like a fish did this. That, you know, they can tell this like something else happened. Yeah.
And then there's this debate. Like Mark wants to shoot it, like kill it. He wants to hunt it.
Right.
Yeah. But David just wants a picture of it.
Yeah.
And he's got this like giant camera.
Oh my God,
like,
yes. I love the huge camera.
It's such a
I was going to ask Matthew if he had like ever, like if he knew what that was. Like if he had ever seen anything like that.
Giant camera.
Amazing. But yeah, like there's this big debate. Like there's this creature that no one's ever seen before. Do you document it, let it live its life? Or do you hunt it? Do you kill it?
Study it?
Yeah.
It's very colonialism type.
Yeah. Like they're supposed to be scientists. And the one guy's even like, you sound like one of those like big game hunters. Like what's wrong with you? Like,
right.
We need to study it.
Yep. I know.
Yep.
So I think they ultimately decide to bring down both the giant camera and the what is it, like a little?
It's like a harpoon.
Yeah, like a harpoon.
Yeah.
So they each bring down their own thing.
Because I guess I think they're kind of like, well, let's try to take a picture, and if it doesn't work, then we have to, and we'll kill it. Like
exactly.
Right.
So when they go down, they do see it.
Yes,
he's down there,
and he thinks that he takes a picture.
Mm-hmm.
But then Mark fucking shoots him.
Yeah. What an ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why then I wrote come on, go fish.
Come on, go fish.
Like Kamango, like Kmango, Kamango fish. Did they say something about that?
That doesn't make any more sense.
Okay.
At this point.
Anyway,
now I need to look it up.
Fish that happened then.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of fish is that.
I don't know. I just wrote it down. I don't understand why sometimes I write things and I can't remember them. Come on, go fish. Come on, go. Campaign.
Oh, that's the fish we were talking about. Yeah, they're the ones that like had lungs.
Okay.
Those were the ones we talked about earlier.
But why did I write it down here?
Well, maybe just wrote it down later.
All right, cut that part out.
I can tell you.
And then I also, I don't know what the context was for this, but I did like somebody had quoted something. I think maybe they were debating like what they saw. And somebody said, the unknown always seems unbelievable.
Oh,
which I thought was just kind of an interesting like way to think about things. Like it always seems like you couldn't believe it until it becomes true.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
No, that's a good quote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's see. They shoot it once. And then I feel like this is when the one guy gets really excited about it. He's like, no, like we have to kill it. Like
right.
He's like, no one's ever going to believe us. Right. We have to get the creature.
Mm-hmm.
And other people disagree.
And I think they had like developed the picture, right? Were they developing the picture?
He was like, no, I definitely got a photo.
Yeah. And so like, while they're doing that, they're looking, we see the creature like shuffling on the boat. Mm-hmm. He's like,
I know his cute little feet.
He's always there in the back.
He's lurking.
But he ends up getting one of the men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He gets Chico, I think is what I wrote his name was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have our third death.
Yeah.
For Chico. R.I.P.
Yeah. And then, because at this point they try to use like poison to get him. Because I think it's the captain talks about he like has like they basically just put poison in the water so the fish will like die and just come up. Right?
Yeah, so it's like they poison the water and it paralyzes the fish, so it doesn't kill them.
Yes,
but it paralyzes them so that I think the fish like kind of rise to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're thinking because they're thinking they can do that for the monster because that way they won't have to go so deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was just a crazy idea. I was like, do people do that? That's crazy.
I wonder.
Like,
I know.
Just throwing poison in the water to paralyze
then what are you going to
fish?
do with the fish? You're not going to be able to eat them after they've been poisoned.
Right?
I would hope not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Different times, you know?
Yeah. But they try it. They put a bunch in there.
And then, like, I think she's, like, smoking a cigarette and, like, the monster is, like, totally into it.
Well, because she's smoking and then she just throws it in the lagoon.
Yeah, and he's like, ooh, what's this?
Yeah, no, yeah, like he was kind of like, what? He's like, can you guys stop poisoning my lagoon?
Right? Like, for fuck's sake, get out of here. Coming in my home.
Poison? Now they're freaking cigarettes.
I do love old movies and just everyone smokes.
Oh, there's always smoking.
I love
always smoking.
All the time.
So I feel like the poison, like, at least disorients him, right? Like, it doesn't, like, fully knock him out, but
he's, like, loopy.
Yeah. So at one point, they find his cave.
Yes.
Right? Is that...
Yes.
What's next?
Yeah. So, because I think... Okay, else? So, like, it's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think she sees him and screams, so he runs away.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
And then there's, like, they had a spotlight on him, but like
they were like searching. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't like the light, or because there was the lamp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like there was the lamp that he didn't like
and then it collapses, and then
it
results in a chase.
Yeah.
So like they're chasing him, and he's like trying to get her.
Right.
The monster's trying to go for Kay.
Right. And he does, right?
Yep. And then he like Z tries to like Z's like in the way, and the monster then kills Z. We get our fourth death. Z is another like
there's a lot of deaths in this.
Z is another crew,
or like the
member
crew.
of the crew or something.
Yeah.
That's when then they trap him.
Yes.
So this is your favorite part, Bran, because they trap him and his little face.
I know.
Like,
I love the little like flash, where it's like, oh yeah, it's like they keep doing the like, okay, he's still there. Oh, he's still there. But like it's just his little face.
And he's just like looking up, like he's just like a cute little fish. It was
so cute.
And he just does this little thing where he just like opens and closes his mouth like a little fish.
Yeah, just
it's so cute.
I love him so much.
And I love
I
this,
love
like,
that.
it's just obviously just a man in a costume. Like, you see his body. Like, it's just a normal sized man.
But his dumb little derp face, like, totally reminded me of my cat.
Oh.
It looks like Derek when Derek gets sleepy, he just gets this little like face and he just kind of opens his like mouth a little bit and like boop boop boop. It was very similar.
That is a cat like thing. Yeah. He's just, he was so cute. Just in a little cage.
Yeah. And so then like I wrote down that they were having a deep conversation while the monster's breaking out. So they were watching him the whole time, kept putting the spotlight on him, and then they just are like, you know what? We're fine.
Yeah, then they just get like a little sidetrack.
Let's just have like a little deep conversation now and forget about the monster.
Yeah.
Right. But then he breaks out, and then he's afraid of the lantern.
Yes. But does he hurt at least one of the guys? Because at one point one of them is hurt and he's like kept downstairs resting.
Oh, I don't know. Was that maybe Z or I don't know.
I forget which one of them.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think I watched this movie a long time ago.
Yeah.
So so like he's afraid of the lantern and like he like crashes into it and he gets lit on fire.
Oh, yeah, because that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Like that was a crazy scene. Yeah, that was really cool.
And so he jumps into the water, obviously.
Yep.
Well, right, obviously.
Yeah.
He's a smart monster from from hundreds of millions of years ago.
He sure is.
Pretty smart.
Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, the crew is having to make a decision of like the one guy with the money and who's like really funding this. He wants to kill the monster. Like he's like, no one's going to believe us. We need to go. We need to kill him. He wants to like hunt him basically. And everyone else is like, yeah, half of our crew has died.
Right.
So how about we leave?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and you're right, because somebody did get attacked. It was the doctor, because he's all bandaged up.
The doctor, yes. So the doctor's like just like downstairs recovering. So like, and I did love that we didn't get horror movie character logic. Like this was like, hey, so this is a horrible idea. A bunch of people have died. We should leave. And then when the guy was like, no, we're going to stay, whatever. The group was like, yeah, no, we're just going to ignore you. I don't really care if you're the one with the money. We are leaving.
Overridden.
Yeah. Like we're going. So I was kind of surprised at this. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
all
right. And I feel like a lot of it was that like the captain was like, absolutely not. This is my boat. You guys, you're being dumb. We're going.
Right. Yep.
We're going. So they go to get out. Because the creature has built a trap for them now. Yep. Oh, how the turntables.
Keep on a turning.
So he puts like a giant, a tree or something that completely blocks the boat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a tree, but then also it's like under the water too. It's like intertwined and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's not easily moved.
No.
The thing that's there.
No.
But they're going to try.
They got to put their aqua lungs back on.
Yep.
So they go down to try to see if they can like, I don't know, move it out, tie it to the boat, do what they like, try a few different things. But the creatures, they're waiting. Because I think because one of them goes down. And then that's when the other guy decides to go down with him. And it's like,
they were arguing, but then arguing, aside. And then you see that like he gets speared again.
Yep.
Creature gets speared again. And so then you see him like pull somebody down. And I couldn't tell if it was Mark or David. I wasn't sure which one.
No, right.
Yeah.
And then there's a fight.
Yes.
And then I just wrote the fifth death is Mark.
Yeah, I mean, I think there were just
He loses the fight, I guess.
Yeah,
He does.
he lost.
He sure does.
There was a fight. He lost.
Yep.
And then I think we see his body float up to the top.
Yes.
Like you can,
we see it from Kay's like she's seeing it.
And this actress has some good shocked screams.
She sure does.
Like her screams when she saw him were so good.
Yeah. Perfect.
Because I don't know if she knew it was Mark at first. She just thought it was
no, she didn't.
body.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was his back. Like he was upside down.
Yes. Yeah. No, he like floats up like that.
So then I think they're now gonna go for doing the poison.
Yeah, they're like, okay, let's try that.
Try to escape.
Because that way they could at least slow him down. Like they realize that the poison works. And they put it in like a little like a water gun. No, they use one of the tanks. Sorry, they use one of the tanks. So he can spray the poison. It's not like the droplets.
Right.
They find a way to spray the so he goes down again. And while trying to like hook the tree or whatever it is down there, the creature comes and he's able to like spray him with the poison.
Yes.
To get him to at least slow down.
Yes.
That's what it was.
And so then when this is happening, like then David just like comes up quickly because he hadn't gotten killed. And this is when I wrote down, they made such a big deal. Like they gave us like at least 4 or 5 times where they're talking about you have to ascend slowly, you have to ascend slowly, that I thought that was going to become a part of this.
Yeah.
And then David just shoots right up. No problem.
For me, it just kind of led to like the sense of urgency and panic.
Yeah, because I think Kay was even like, "You came up way too fast," and he's like, "I don't care."
Right. Like I think it just kind of gave the sense of like it was life or death. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like
I was just
seconds
thinking
were at risk.
There was going to be this moment of him being like, "Oh, do I like go up? Do I stay? Is the monsters come or something?" Like, but no, they just had him rise up and was like, "Oh, it's fine."
Yeah. I mean, that was more just like for urgency to be like, I don't care.
A big deal.
Because it's probably the kind of thing where like you usually would be fine, but the one time you wouldn't is so risky that you have to take precautions every time.
Maybe. Yeah. I still wish they would have made it into a more tense scene.
It's like not needing a second parachute. You probably never usually need it, but just in case the one time you don't have it, you know.
No, for sure.
Right.
Okay, so they think they finally got it, but at this point the creature gets back on the boat while they aren't paying attention.
That sneaky creature.
And he's able to take Kay. Like he like comes on, grabs her, hops off.
Just gets her and goes.
Just get her and go.
And this part reminds me of one of my favorite movies. It makes me cry every time. Mighty Joe Young.
It's an amazing movie.
It's with Naomi Watts.
No, it's Charlize Theron.
No, the one I'm thinking of is Naomi Watts. Wait, what? No, I've seen it so many times.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait. No, it's not Mighty Joe Young. Hold on. It's the other one. King Kong.
King Kong. Oh, yeah, when he's like carrying the...
Oh, I was like, no, it's 100% Charlize Theron. In Mighty Joe Young. That's an amazing
No, wait.
movie,
So I just said the wrong movie. No. Okay, sorry. It's... I always... Okay. This part reminds me of one of my favorite movies, King Kong, where like King Kong the creature he loves Naomi Watts. Like he's just in love with her and he wants her to just be with him. Right. And it's like is she a pet? Is she a mom? I don't know. But like he just loves her so much, but he's a creature and they're just going to try to kill him. That's such a good movie. You guys should see King Kong.
I've seen it.
I've seen King Kong.
Not Mighty Joe Young.
No, Mighty Joe Young is an amazing movie.
But it's very different. No, it's King Kong.
It's actually even sadder in my opinion. That movie is fucking heartbreaker. I bet I've made Matthew cry about it. If you ask him. I still love that movie. What were we talking about?
So the creature takes Kay.
Creature takes Kay. Because that reminds
he's like carrying her. Oh, just whacked the mic. I really hope that.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Just like Very loud in my head.
Because it reminds me of like when King Kong takes the
holds
girl.
her in his
Yes.
hand. Right.
Yes.
Got it.
So he's like taking her to his cave.
Grotto.
Yes, to the grotto. And then he's like lays her on the little rock.
In like this sexy position. She's just like, I'm in a grotto. I'm going to be sexy.
Being in the grotto.
I don't think you can't not be sexy in a grotto.
I mean,
yeah.
Truer words were never
all the
spoken.
times I've been in a grotto.
I've always been sexy in a grotto.
Okay, at this point, how many crew are even left?
I don't know,
two
like
of them?
two. Yeah.
2 of them, I think, go.
I really think. It's like the captain.
The doctor who's all banded. Or did he kill the doctor too?
He may have.
I don't remember.
I don't know. He's useless if he is.
Yeah. So they go bring the spear gun to go get Kate back.
Yeah. And a little bit of overkill.
Yeah.
You shoot him over and over.
Yeah. It is overkill.
But it's like before they can get like a final kind of shot, it's like, no, just let him go. Like they finally just let him go, like into the water.
And he just sinks.
Sink in. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. We don't know like 100% that he dies, but he's not looking great.
Well, I wrote down, walks into the water with his big floppy hands to die. I think he died.
Well, because we see him kind of floating.
So. Yeah. He's kind of floats.
Poor buddy.
Poor little guy.
Yeah.
It's a hard life.
And then like that's it, right? Movie over.
I mean, really, if you think about it from his perspective, it's a horror movie about humans.
Yes.
Like they came into his home.
That was his lagoon.
And like fucked him up.
I mean, he also left the lagoon to go fuck up the crew.
No, yeah. Well,
yeah,
and
but
then,
you know what? Yeah. He was bored. It's fine.
Well, and then they finally tried to leave and then he trapped them. Like the first deaths, that was kind of on them. But then he was like, hey, I'm going to trap you in my lagoon.
I mean, you got to have hobbies, okay? It's fine.
That's true. In his defense, he was bored.
In his defense, Your Honor. He was bored and he has a cute face.
And he just doesn't get very many visitors.
Yeah.
He's trying to get someone to stay.
Yeah. I'm going to be really interested to see where the psych is with this because I don't know where you're going to take us.
Yeah.
But before we get there, just remember, kids, she's not a real doctor, but this actually is not a real creature. It was just a man in a costume, in a cute little costume.
Yeah.
But not so Dr. Laura, where are you going to take us tonight?
So I'm going to talk about what I think is the motivation behind the scientists.
Oh.
And just humans in general, why as humans do we have this need for exploration?
Yeah.
Because that really is something that's like such a common thing. Like we, want to explore outer space. And it's weird to me kind of that we've explored so much more of space than we have of the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Laura, there's a lot there, but that's for another conversation.
Right. But yeah, like humans in general, we have this innate need and desire to just explore the unknown. So why? Why do we do that?
Good question.
Well, there are some reasons why we do that. Part of it can be from evolutionary standpoint, humans do it as a way to survive. So think about it. If you're in your little prehistoric humans before we lived in villages and communities, and you're in this one little area, you're going to use up all your resources. You're going to kind of go through everyone in the community to mate and procreate. So if you don't explore, you're not going to have access to food eventually, or people from other groups, so that you can have better offspring. So really, evolutionary, it makes sense for humans to want to expand our knowledge, just so that we have access to better resources and food, and shelters and things.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But also there's a cognitive component to it. Humans just naturally have a curiosity drive. So we are kind of wired for comfort. Like, I know a lot of us like to watch the same shows over and over again, or like do the same activities because why? Because that's comfortable and familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why that makes us curious is because we have this drive to like make the unknown known. Because that can like reduce our just discomfort with not knowing what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you encounter something new, your brain releases dopamine. And so that is going to make the act of discovering something rewarding in and of itself. So it's like this incentive built in within your brain to get something new because it's going to give you that dopamine. Also, let's see. Oh, so kind of how like a kind of interesting way that this relates to horror too is, I was talking about like we have this we don't like uncertainty. We fear that. So when we see something that's uncertain, the same part of our brain fires in that when we see something just new as when we see something scary. So it's interesting that like unknown and horror kind of go together because they kind of like trigger that same part of our brains.
Yeah.
Okay, but back to why we like to discover and explore. Developmentally, it's like that's how kids learn. Like you're always seeing babies putting crap in their mouth. Well, not like literal crap, but like they put stuff in their mouth like to discover. They're walking around and looking like that's how we learn. Right. Is through discovering. Yeah. So it's just a built-in part of like how we as humans go through life. Also, socially and culturally, it's reinforced. Like everyone remembers the first president of the United States, the first person to walk on the moon, like the first person to like do all, you remember people who do things and discover things first. It's very reinforced. Like people want to be the first one to do it. Like the first woman to, I don't know,
do something important.
Do something.
Well, I was gonna say to like run for president, or the first woman to like, or like when women first got the right to vote. And
the first woman to just, I don't know, do something.
The first woman to fucking do anything.
I'm really tired, you guys.
The first woman to go on an unexplored territory.
Yeah, the first woman to go on an expedition.
No, it's like when you're put on the spot, it's so hard to remember stuff like that. Like,
the first woman to discover penicillin, like things like that. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we reward that.
Yeah.
Even though I can't think of it right here.
Good job, women.
I mean, yeah, like we can't name any.
It's like, I don't remember if we've talked about this on the podcast. There's this show, it's not on anymore, but I know I've talked about this with you both before, but it's called Billy on the Street.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
And it's this comedian and he goes around and he like interviews people, but he does it in a way where he like gets up in your face.
So aggressive about it.
And he like is going to give you like $1 or $5 or something, but he comes up to you like randomly on the street and with a microphone, and he just comes up to you and asks you random questions. And like people panic. And so like one of my favorite scenes from that is like he comes up to another woman. She's like going to yoga. She's got like her yoga mat with her. And he like runs up to her and he's like, name a woman. And she panics. He's like, a woman, any woman, name any woman. And she's like, and she can't do it. And she's like,
for $1, name any woman. Like that, I quote that probably every day.
Oh, we do it too.
Any time where it's just like someone's trying to post it, it's like for $1, name any woman.
Name a woman. It's so funny. We should like clip that.
Yeah, I'll find it.
I reference it regularly.
Amazing.
So I just had my name a woman moment.
You sure did.
Oh yeah,
you sure did.
Okay, and then like the last reason why humans might want to like or have this desire to explore is kind of existential. Like we're always looking for meaning of our lives and the universe. We don't want to just be like these meaningless beings floating around on this rock. Like we want there to be something more. So we're like always searching for that. And again, to just like reduce that fear of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why these scientists are on this exploration in the first place. But I think there's a big difference between Jerk Boy Mark and all the other scientists.
Yeah.
And what I think is the psychological difference between him and the other ones is his source of motivation. So there's intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. So intrinsic motivation is kind of like those scientists that want to do it for discovery, like just in and of itself. They just want to know. And finding out what it is, getting a picture of the thing, even that's a little bit extrinsic. But just like knowing and learning is motivation enough. That's all they need. Mm-hmm. He wants the status. So he is only motivated by things external to him. Mm-hmm. So not his own feelings and thoughts, like the recognition, the mm-hmm. fame, the money that mm-hmm. he'll get from killing this beast. That's mm-hmm. why he wants to hunt it versus just explore it. It's all very mm-hmm. selfish. And I think that's what's going on with him.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
And I've been a little busy, so my psych is done. I didn't have a ton of time. But really, I think we get at the heart of it. Why do we want to explore, and why was Mark such a D-bag?
Yeah, I love it.
Because I think really his whole life he's always been rewarded for things like external to him, like
right.
Oh, you got first in sports, you get a trophy, versus just like rewarded for feeling like he did a good job. He needs that external validation.
And the control, as we learned, when everyone wanted to leave and he was like, no.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think that kind of like his whole life just being rewarded superficially caused this need for this external validation.
Mm-hmm.
So it was so much that he was willing to kill a creature that has been around for millions and millions of years. Mm-hmm. And who knows if there's more? That's the thing. He doesn't know if he's going to like completely wipe out the species altogether.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But he doesn't care because it's all about him.
Totes. Mm-hmm. Totes.
So that's all I did for psych. It's gonna be
I love it.
No, I think that works. That's fine. It was. I mean, again, this movie's 1 hour long.
No, right. It's
like it's so short compared to like a normal episode. So, I can get to some fun facts.
Yeah.
This one, honestly, I was kind of surprised. I thought this would be one of those that I look it up and there's like 1 million fun facts, but it wasn't. Like this one only had like a few online. Like obviously I could have looked more. It's been a busy week. We won't complain about it any longer. But but I was kind of surprised. I thought it was like I would look it up and there were gonna be like 1 million, but there actually weren't as many. Okay, but one thing I thought was kind of neat is that we mentioned how this movie came out in like mid 1950s. Apparently, like 3D movies were like a big fad during that time. Like every movie was coming out in 3D. Like they figured out this technology, and so like every movie was 3D during that time, which like I feel like is so funny because like I feel like that happened again. Like I remember being like a kid and having every movie be in 3D. Like there was that whole wave. So like
there was a big trend. Yeah.
I love that it just comes in waves. So like the 50s was a time where like every movie was in 3D. So this movie was originally shot in 3D. Like that was the original plan, was to have it come out in 3D.
Okay.
So again, as a way to almost be like, well, I mean, everyone's doing 3D. They actually released it in 2D in most theaters. So in some places they actually split. So like larger downtown kind of theaters showed it in 3D, and then like smaller neighborhood theaters showed it in 2D. So they did kind of like a split. But I just feel like that would be so fun. Like I'm sure there's a theater somewhere that could do like a re-showing of this in 3D. Like that would be kind of so fun to go see.
50s style 3D. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and I think the 50s style 3D is like a little closer to like the 3D that we get now. Which is you do like the gray glasses You know, like, because there's like the blue and red, which I feel like was very popular like a bit ago. And then right now, I feel like you see more of those like gray. And that was more of the style that was common in the 50s. So apparently 3D movies are just going to keep being a fad. And they kind of have been since they came out in the 50s. Like, they come in waves.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like waves of the lagoon.
Yes. I just was not expecting that to be a thing where it's like, well, I mean, everything was in 3D back then.
No.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. Okay, the inspiration for this movie was like at least partially the legend of I'm going to say this wrong, but it's the legend of the Yakarunum.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Yep.
That's it.
Which, and I say loosely because it's definitely a loose association, because it's more supposed to be like they are more like a people, like a group that exists in the Amazon. They're like mythical water people that live in like underground cities that are supposed to like exist. So to me, this seemed like a very loose, like, okay, what if we had like one creature? But like the legend is more like a water people that lives down there. And like there are stories where like they act as almost like a siren. But the stories I saw, it was kind of like flipped, where it was actually like they would come up and look like attractive men to like lure women into the lagoon and
I would be
them
so lured
to their underground city.
Like a mermaid comes up looking hot, like, come here, come to my city. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I would absolutely go.
So like a little different, but also I feel like it does kind of track the inspiration for like the creature like being really attracted to Kay and kind of wanting to like bring her and get her and like bring her to the cave. So like I wonder if that was part of it too. So it was like a loose inspiration. I tried to find info and I like only found it on Wikipedia. So I'm sure there are a lot of other stories online. Definitely worth looking into. Oh, another thing is that there were actually 2 different stuntmen who were the creature, who actually, I think they call him the Gill Man, because in my fun facts, I have him listed as Gill Man.
It's so funny because I wrote Gill Man. Did they say that at one point?
I think that's what they call him, is like the Gill Man.
Oh, okay.
I was like, why did I start referring to the creature as Gill Man? I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we keep saying creature. That's like the name of the movie, but I think they actually call him like Gill Man is like his actual name.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, he was portrayed by 2 different actors, which I did not notice. Like at no point was I like, that looks like 2 different people, or like, oh, that's a dramatically different size. Well,
the giant fish head mask probably.
Right? Like
pretty well.
Yeah. So they had one actor who did the work in basically like the California like water scenes. And then they had a different actor who worked in Florida, is where they shot the like underwater kind of shots. They shot it at I wrote down the place. At the Wakula Springs is where they had that second unit. So they shot in like California and Florida to combine and give us that kind of Amazon effect.
Wait, say the name of where they shot it again, or spell it?
Wakulla Springs, Florida.
Okay. It reminded me of, there's a place where mermaids are.
Wait, is that place?
But I wasn't sure because it sounds like that.
Wait, now that you say it, it sounds familiar.
No, they were the Weeki Springs.
Oh, that's right. Okay, not the
Wakula.
Mermaid Springs.
Dang it.
That would have worked too well.
You guys know I did go to a mermaid bar a couple weeks ago.
Oh my God, yes.
I saw a mermaid.
How did
she
it
blew
go?
a kiss to Jaden.
Was it like a giant tank? And then you like see, was it like you can see the tank, or were you like above? How do the shows work?
So it's like the best mermaid bar in the country, maybe the only one, but it's in Montana.
It can't be the only one.
It might.
Okay.
I don't know. It might be. So, but it's like world famous, this mermaid bar. But yeah, like it's this tiny little bar on the 2nd floor of a building, which we were surprised by because that's a large tank.
Yeah, just wait
to be on the 2nd floor. But no, it ends up, it's actually kind of a tiny bar. And there's one of the walls is just the wall of a tank, and you just see the mermaid in there, and she comes and she swims around, and if you tape money onto the tank, she'll like give you attention. So Jaden like taped a $5 bill to the tank, and she blew him a kiss.
Do they like come get the money later?
I think probably the bartender collects it for them or something. And I was hoping that there would be more than one mermaid, but there was just the one mermaid. And she's got like little rings that she'll like when you're kids and you like throw rings in the pool, she'll like throw the rings around and then go catch them. And like she's got like a hula hoop.
I mean, I was kind of wondering, like, what did she do?
Right.
Like, swam around and waved to people, and her mermaid tail was gorgeous.
Oh, those mermaid tails for like the performers are crazy. Like they're so cool. Yeah.
It was like, I bet that thing is heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny because so we did a bar crawl in the town. So it's in Great Falls, Montana. So we did a bar crawl. So we were drinking a lot. There was 9 bars on this bar crawl map. I think we only ended up going to 7.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah. But it's funny because Jaden got pretty drunk. We all got really drunk.
No, so
but the next day we were kind of like recapping. And so my friend goes to like recap one of the bar, like the night. And so she goes to like remind Jaden about something. She's like, oh yeah, that was at the piano bar. And so she's explaining like what happened at the piano bar. And Jaden's like, I do not remember a piano bar. What? And then I'm thinking, a piano bar? She meant the mermaid bar. Now, yes, there was a man there playing on the piano and singing. There was like a live performer. He was playing on, but Jaden was like, I just would think if you're at a bar where there's a mermaid,
that would be
feature to describe the bar would be the mermaid.
The mermaid.
Right.
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. What? And it's like, no, we weren't that drunk. There was the mermaid bar that had a piano.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
No, that's fun. Okay, so not that part then. That is not where they filmed.
Okay.
Different springs in Florida.
You can cut that part out. That was
no, we're keeping it in. That's completely relevant. We were just talking about mermaids. But apparently for both of the actors who played the Gill Man, apparently it was really hard to see when you're wearing the mask.
I would imagine.
So there was a scene, and I forget which one of the actors it was, but there is a scene where the Gill Man is carrying Kay, and she's like unconscious, so they're like dragging her along. But he couldn't see while carrying her. So at one point, I think she like fully like scraped her arm against the wall.
Oh no.
While like carrying her. You just like completely it was her head. Scraped her head against like the side. But he couldn't see it, and she was like pretending to be dead. So just like trying not to like do or say anything.
Ouch.
Yeah, they were trying their best. And also like just for the effect, the director really didn't want like a ton of bubbles to show for the Gill Man. Like it was like, because he's supposed to be underwater, right? Like he's not supposed to be breathing. And so the like actors would have to hold their breath for like 4 minutes at a time.
Oh my gosh.
While filming, because he was like, yeah, like we don't want bubbles. And like one of the guys was talking about how like 4 minutes is like okay if you like train, to do that, to like hold your breath for 4 minutes. But it was 4 minutes of like they had to swim and do things.
They weren't just
so like
still.
Yeah, like all of those scenes that we see, like they were holding their breath.
That's wild.
Shooting that. And like he couldn't exhale because that would show like the bubbles. So it was like just complete holding their breath, no exhale, doing like swimming around for like 4 minutes.
That's wild.
That'd be so hard. Have you guys ever seen like there's some people that like they're part of villages that like do like diving in water and stuff, and so they like train themselves to like swim and do things and hold their breath for like an insane amount of time. What they can do is just absolutely wild.
Yeah. No, that's like crazy to me that's something that we like as humans can do, as someone who always tries to do the like we're underwater, hold your breath, and it's like, oh, I would die. You know, like I cannot hold my
I
No.
can't jump into water without plugging my nose.
No.
Yeah, no.
Like people who can just like plug I don't understand it. Like I can't plug my nose. I don't understand.
Yeah, no.
Without my fingers, I can't do it.
No.
I don't know.
Humans are doing crazy things. Not us.
I know, right?
We're not doing any of that.
Nope.
But someone out there.
We're just barely hanging on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look at us.
Okay, and then apparently there was one time when they were filming in those springs in Florida. So, you know, they were out and about, not just on a soundstage, where the actor that played the gill man, like, really had to use the bathroom. And so it was like, I gotta run, like, I'm gonna go. So he just, like, swam, you know, out of the springs, like, off to the side so he could run to the bathroom. And there was just a family. It was like having a little like picnic, little like beach day. And so they just see this man in like, I mean, full costume. So like they saw the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh my God.
They like shoot out of the water and like run away.
That is amazing.
God. That would be such a great story.
They had an amazing story for the rest of their lives. That's amazing.
Well, and like the director saying like, well, they were freaked out, like the family. So like they saw them like freak out and leave, but they left before they could come back and like explain what was happening.
Oh,
so
they like didn't tell them?
No, well, they left. They were like, wow, that's terrifying. We should leave. There's a monster.
Like, I wonder if they ever saw the movie.
Yeah. Or posters.
And we're like, okay, but I
sure.
also wonder, like, not everyone back then saw a movie. Like, I also wonder if, like, they just never, and they just their whole life wondered about this story.
Even if they did see the movie, like, it takes a long time to edit, release, do the whole thing. So, like, I like to think that, like, for at least a year.
I love that.
They were like, I saw the creature. There is a creature in the springs.
You know that they just told that story their whole life. I love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then the movements we talked about, just like how the creature like moved, but like I think it was like very much so inspired by like crocodiles and alligators. So I think that's what they were like inspired by for his like little turns and like the way that they would move. And for the like legend that I was telling you guys about, that it was like loosely inspired, I think they were like sometimes are known to like ride alligators and stuff too. So like that was part of like the tie-in for the inspiration.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And then, okay, we were talking about the ending. The ending was supposed to be intentionally left open. So they weren't trying to make it seem like he completely died. They were trying to leave it like somewhat open for a sequel, which I think there may have been. I don't remember. There may be a sequel, but they were trying to leave it intentionally open where it's like, well, he's very hurt, but maybe not dead.
Let's survive. I mean, if he survived 630 million years.
Yeah.
What's a couple of harpoons or gunshots?
Yeah, maybe he's like very self-healing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I feel like when he got hurt, like the first time he went into the cave or whatever, so like maybe he can, you know.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's medicine.
You know? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all my fun facts.
Nice.
A little shorter for a little shorter movie.
That's good because in October we do so many movies that sometimes it's good if there's some short ones.
Oh, right.
And short episodes for people.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, here on Spooky Sips, we don't do stars. We do sips. So out of 5 sips, how many do you give the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Sweet was honestly so much better than I expected. Like, and again, I'm just going to show my bias here. Like, I was like, oh, it's an old movie. It's probably going to be like fine. I bet the effects will be weird and whatever. And like, I was so wrong. Like, I feel like watching it, like it looked so good.
It
like
did.
The image was so clear. The underwater scenes were so cool. Like I know. I don't know completely how they shot it, but like they look really good.
I agree.
And like, obviously the costume is like not the best, but also it's completely like there's a person in there who was swimming around doing all this stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot, and like even the story I thought was really fun with like all scientists. Like I mean, the scientists pursuing something too far is just like such a great setup.
Yes.
It's such a great story. So I feel like I went into it with like low expectations for like I really don't know what reason. And I was like very pleasantly surprised. Also, like I think Laura mentioned it, but like this had to be the inspiration for Jaws. Like, so many scenes and like getting to see a movie that you know went on to inspire a bunch of other stuff is always so fun to see. So like, I really liked it. Like, is it my favorite movie? No, but like it was fun to see. I feel like it was a good kickoff to spooky season. So I'm thinking like a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, worth seeing. But also, if I'm being completely honest, I don't remember a ton of it now that it's been a few days.
I'm like,
Right.
I can't. I'm surprised how much of it I forgot. Like, if I didn't have it written down, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm right about the same. I'm just a tiny bit less because like I really did enjoy it, but I had a hard time staying engaged. Like during the actual watching of it, I was kind of like, okay, like, you know. So for me, I think it is fun. I actually loved like the scenery, the filming of it, like that aspect. So I recommend watching it for sure because I think it's a classic. But I think I'm like a 2.75.
Okay.
Just like a tiny bit less.
Yeah. But would you recommend people watch it?
Yes, absolutely. Because I really do think that it is a classic.
Yeah.
Like I think it's one that I'm like, I'm surprised I hadn't seen it before. Because I think it really holds its own, especially as a creature movie. I think it's a really fun one. And because it's not quite as scary, like I think it's a good one that if you don't love scary movies, but you kind of like that spooky vibe overall and old school, it's perfect for that.
Yes.
Because it is not actually scary. So like
no.
If that's your vibe, this is perfect for that.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I feel like this is one of those movies where I like it more because we're talking about it. Like, you know how we have those?
Right.
I like watching it. I did find myself getting a little like bored, but I do respect it. I respect it as being inspiration. I respect the like film quality, what they did, but I don't know that I would really want to watch it again. I do think it's one you should watch, and like Brianna, like you said, like it's a great scary movie if you don't like scary movies because it's not scary, but it's kind of spooky vibes.
Definitely.
I was going to give it a 2. I'm just going to stick with it. I give it a 2.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair.
It's not bad. It's not bad. So this is not a bad 2. It's just like it wasn't really my thing too.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I also feel like you guys like sci-fi, that type of. I feel like those are not your preferred.
They're not.
Whereas like
for me
like,
especially, they will never be mine.
Yeah. Like for me, one of my favorite movies is Alien and Aliens. Like I love
which I still haven't seen.
We still need to watch.
I'm keeping myself open.
And I did love
that one. That one I will do my best to like stay open to liking because I know I am. I don't even want to say that I'm biased because it's not like I go into it saying I won't. I just typically don't like.
No, yeah, I think
sci-fi. But you're right. Yes.
Yeah. So but I just for me I think it was just a little on the older side. Didn't sit as well with me. But
yes.
No, I think that's fair.
Okay, so I'm excited for our next one because I will say, as like a horror podcast, I think it's actually been hard the last few months because there have been so many good scary movies coming out.
There's so many
that like we try really hard to do a balance of like all different kinds of movies, new, old, yada yada, but like there's so many new ones coming out. So what we're doing this time is fun though. We are going to watch Black Phone.
Yeah.
The original, because a couple of days after that episode comes out, they're making a second one will come out.
I'm seeing previews.
If you haven't seen it, or if you're just like, oh, you know what? I want to like watch it again before I go see the new one. Watch it with us.
Yep.
Because I haven't actually seen Black Phone.
And I think it's one that I've heard like, again, I don't even know what it's about, but I feel like I like see it referenced, like I've heard of it, like I feel like I've seen so much about it, but like I can't believe we haven't watched it yet.
I know. Yeah. So I'm excited for it. So if you haven't watched it, get sipping, get watching, get sipping. And we'll see you next time on Spooky.
Wait, we didn't say what we were sipping on.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh, you guys stop.
Because you know what's funny about that is because I feel like for once, I mean, I know one of the reasons we picked this is because we needed a creature, but really the reason we picked this is because we found a drink.
Yeah, but there was like, I feel like usually we try to like do it with the movie. So as we're talking about the movie, it's like, oh, and since we're talking about it, that's what inspired the drink. Whereas this one, there was no,
I know.
The drink
no
that inspired
thing to reference. Yeah.
The drink inspired the movie.
Okay, so this time I chose it because I found it on Instagram, and we had, like we said, we had not chosen the movie, but I was like, I don't know what we will pair this with, you guys, but this cocktail looks amazing. Okay, so their Instagram handle is the Green Hat Speakeasy. We will tag them in the post, so go to our Instagram to find it. But the cocktail is called Swamp Water, which is so perfect for this, you know? All right, so the ingredients are a little wild, but that's perfect for this. It has a little Parmesan cheese. They call it Parmesan infused choppin', but I guess that just means a little cheese. Dry vermouth, mezcal, Blanco tequila, brine, basil bitters, and basil and dill oil. So anyways, it sounds delicious. We're going to make it. You're going to make it. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
What we'll do is when we put this out, we'll share the reel that we found inspiration for, and it has the full recipe.
Sounds good.
Amazing.
Yes.
So good.
Throw some Swedish fish or shark gummies, make it extra.
Oh my God, we should put little fish in it.
Extra creatures. Yes.
Yeah, like a little claw, like a little.
Yes.
Okay, so yes. So get sipping on that for this episode. And then we'll see you next time on Spooky Sips.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Spooky Sips. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you're listening. To stay up to date on all the spooky things we're up to, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at SpookySips_podcast. And if you want to help support the podcast, consider buying us a coffee, or really a cocktail. We are completely independent, so every little bit goes a long way to keeping our podcast running and improving. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.